What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight, and today I have a Spright Deck Profile for you guys, or Splites. I'm still used to calling them Splites, so I might mess up from time to time. I'm used to that because that was the Japanese name that we knew for the translation, and yeah, I mean, it's just an archetype I really enjoyed. Something about them, like, they are actually very competitive right now. They are like one of the top decks too, but I just like everything, like their designs and their whole idea of going for, you know, like rank 2 monsters and the whole being able to use like the Link monster as part of the XC summon and all that to make the XC monster stronger. I don't know. I kind of fell in love with this archetype, and it's not really like me to go and build the archetype that is the most expensive, like currently, and most powerful, because usually I kind of stay away from that. But with this deck, I've just really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Of course, too, these came out in Power of the Elements, which is the newest set currently as of recording and all this. And of course, too, if you want to know what sleeves I'm using, I use Dragon Shield sleeves. So be sure to check those out. I have affiliate links down in the description. It would help support the channel. And yeah, I think they're honestly the best sleeves to use. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so starting us off, I am running 3 of Spright Blue. Blue is the expensive one. Unfortunately, you know, he is that secret one that's going to be pretty expensive. But yeah, just like with the other sprites, he's easy to special summon. You basically have one, you get to have another one out there to then, you know, have multiple on the field to use their different effects and then go for your Link summon and XC summoning and all that kind of stuff. It's the usual stuff. But Blue, what's so good about him and why he's pretty much the best one is because he's also a searcher. So he helps get everything going for you, get more sprites to then get more on the field, and pretty much means more monsters, you know, more XCs and everything on the field as well. Then after that, we have Spright Red. This is another one, of course, they share that where they're easy to special summon and everything, but the second part of their effects is where they differ. So with Red, what's good about this one is that you have more of an effect negation going on, and also, too, it can help you destroy a monster as well. So you get a little bit of both sides, basically, with Red, which I find very useful, and being able to, you know, help in whatever scenario you're in. Then after that, 3 of Spright Jet. Jet's another one of those that's kind of like Blue. It's very similar on the effect because, again, you have the whole easy special summon like the others, but this one will help you search for your spell and traps. So that can help you get everything you need. You can get, of course, too, let me find it, Spright Starter easily, which then can help you go for more sprites to then summon more and everything on that, too. And then last but not least on the sprites, we have Spright Carrots. Yeah, he's really the only one that's a one of. Basically just because he can help you negate spells and traps and stuff. He's still easy to bring out and help you set up, but the others help you add more to the deck, like get more searching and help you get more monsters out there and everything too. Carrot's just really just not as good as his brothers. Now, Sprites being able to go with frogs is really good. That gives us a lot of different options. So first off, you gotta have 3 of Swap Frog. We have like the whole frog engine there, because also 1 of Dupe Frog, which I really like having as well, and Ronin Toad. Basically, we're using the frogs to get access to Totally Awesome. We have more ways of getting, you know, more monsters on the field like the toads and frogs can do to then, you know, go for more XC monsters. And Totally Awesome actually being at 3 for us right now. In Japan, it did go to 1, so that could be a game changer in the future. But right now, having 3 of them, and you could easily use this engine to bring them out, you know, and get several to your side of the field, is scary good. I mean, it just stops your opponent from doing certain things, and then you also get the card that you negated from that. It's just one of the most annoying things ever that I'm kind of surprised we have Totally Awesome at 3 right now. I kind of wonder if the next ban list might do something about that, but for now, since we got it, yeah, use the frog engine. It comes in handy really well, so I can't recommend it enough. And then we also have 3 of Deep Sea Diva. It's just free. Deep Sea Diva is just a free monster. You get it out there, you get another one. That's an easy XC summon for you. I'm also running 3 of Ash Blossom. I'm using my Japanese ones just because I wanted to. I have English ones, you guys know from the other deck profiles, but yeah, I just wanted to use my Japanese ones. I mean, it's Ash Blossom. You should know what it is by now anyway, so I think it's kind of fun just to go ahead and have a reason to use my OCG ones. Then also 2 of Ghost Ogre. Hand traps galore with this deck. It is one of those decks that you use your hand traps, so you want to keep your opponent from doing anything and set up your field. And then instead of going for the whole DD Crow thing that I've seen people do, or Effect Trailer, I'm actually going with Psyframe Gear Gamma, and then also Driver. So we're going with 3 of Gamma, 1 of Driver. I feel like this would be good in some of like the mirror match stuff. It's good to have like another option. I feel like if you don't like this, you could just go with like 2 DD Crow, 2 Effect Trailer. something around that, you know, could also be a good replacement if you want 4 different cards. Then, next up for our spells, I am running 3 of Sprite Starter. I mean, it does what it says, literally. It helps you get everything started, get what you need. And Sprite Smashers. This is just another one that's great to kind of give you a power-up as well. I mean, both of these just help set you up because, first off, like I said, Starter is what it is. It helps get everything lined up, especially when you get that searching for a spell or trap with Jet. You get this, you're getting more monsters out there, Xyz Summon, get the totally awesomes, everything, the Sprite, you know, Xyz and everything too, and it does help you line up everything. And Smasher's just like, okay, I need to do some damage now, let's do some damage. That's why it's a good one of, really, for the deck too. Now, I'm also kind of cheating a little bit here because I am running 3 of Pot of Prosperity. I'm using my Japanese ones, yet again. The reason is we know it's going to get reprinted soon. That's why I'm not going to spend money on my Prosperities. I sold mine whenever they were up pretty high. It should be in the Megatons, I think, and honestly, I would not go out and buy 3 of these. If you don't have them already, if you're not already going to sell them, wait for the reprint. It should be in the Megatons, or at the very least be in the Battles of Legend. We're getting close to it. Then I'm also using one of Crossout Designator to go against a lot of hand traps, because we're using a lot of them. Our opponents are as well. Called by the Grave, same idea, basically. And then also Change of Heart because, well, Change of Heart, I like using it. I still think it's a great card to use. You're not going to see it in too many competitive things these days, but Change of Heart wins games still. So I'm kind of on the side of it. If you don't like it as much, you could go with like a Monster Reborn or something, but I like Change of Heart, so I'm still giving it credit and still going to try it out some more. And then, because these are really the only trap cards, I'm running 3 of Impermanence because it's Impermanence. It's another hand trap, basically. It's more effect failures. It's the best way. I just kind of summarize it. It's like, yeah, it's 3 more effect failures, so why not? And it is very useful. And then, of course, for our Sprite extra deck monsters, because we're moving on to the extra deck, I am running 2 of Sprite Elf and 2 of Gigantic Sprite. Alright, these are your kind of key cards. These are the main ones that help you set everything up and makes it so this deck makes more sense, really, right? Because first off, with Elf, that is the link monster you're going for. It can help you get more monsters out to more of your sprites to the field, and helps you set up. Then after that, you can actually use Elf as part of the Xyz Summon. Yes, you can use a link monster as part of the Xyz Summon to bring out Gigantic Sprite. Which then, if you're using the link monster as part of that, it actually doubles its attack, making it way stronger. I mean, it makes it 32 on the attack, which is a pretty decent power boost. And both of these two are basically made to help you bring out more monsters. So that's kind of the funny thing is I feel like you end up with Gigantic Sprite, and basically if you use their effects right and everything too, you're going to get multiple Xyz out there too, because it's like, okay, both their effects are like, hey, do you want another Sprite monster? Go ahead, bring it out. And then, you know, you can just go from that. Like with Elf, you can use its effect, get another Sprite, then you can Xyz some of those two together for a Gigantic. Then you have Gigantic's effect too. So it just is like, hey, you want more monsters, right? We're just going to keep throwing them out there. And that is basically what the deck does. Also, of course, running 3 Totally Awesomes. Yeah, this card's gone up in price even for the rare. Glad we at least got the reprint, right? But yeah, right now it's at 3. We use it. We use it at 3 then. With the whole frog engine and everything, I really like it. It's one of the best Xyz monsters in the game. Then, of course, Xyz monsters, so we use Zeus. At least he's been reprinted too. Pretty easy to get. But yeah, he's always a go-to for that. We're also using a lot of our like rank 2 engine stuff. So we have Sky Cavalry of Centaria. This got reprinted actually and goes from the past 2, so it is a bit cheaper. So be on the lookout for that. And I know some people use Cat Shark as well. That one's a little bit pricier, but at least this got the reprint. So again, I try to think as budget as I can, even though Sprite Blue is 100 each. So. And then, last but not least, for Xyz monsters, we have Downerd Magician. You can rank up into this really easily. It's still a great Xyz monster. It's kind of like how you use it like with Flunderies and other decks too. If you're using like lower Xyz monsters, you want to use a Downerd Magician. Just that simple. You rank up into it, still does some plays, and again, it's been reprinted pretty recently, Brothers of Legend. And then, now for the link monsters. I am using Apollousa. So Apollousa is always a go-to. You could go with Access Code Talker as well if you want. I'm also using Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. This card is stupid. It really is. Being able to use your opponent's monsters as part of the link summoning is mean. Again, if you don't have one of these right now, I know it was underhyped, and now it's starting to get hyped again. You can go with an Access Code Talker. It's not like the end of the world. It's still like one of the best out there, but this card is mean. Like, seriously. So I recommend going for it if you have it. Of course, too, Nightmare Unicorn, Masquerena, and then Salmon Great Bunny. That's what I'm going to call it. That's the way I can pronounce it. So, yeah, a lot of the usual suspects, I feel like, for your extra deck, and yeah, simple, to the point, and do what they need to do. So there you go, that is the Splight deck profile. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, deck profiles don't always do the best on my channel, so if you could like and all that, I'd appreciate it. And leave a comment, tell me what other deck profiles you'd like to see. Let me know what you guys think on that. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. Again, check out Dragon Shield if you want some quality sleeves. That is actually what I use, and yeah, those are like the sleeves I'm always going to use because they're amazing. They hold up the best. And of course, I will catch you guys later. See ya.